Welcome.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't like that. No, I did not like that. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
What's gotten into you?
Whoa.
You know,
Okay.
I'm feeling excited because we did an awesome episode last week.
You didn't even let me
With one of
really
my
introduce it.
Yeah, go ahead and
Just go.
just do it. Golly,
No,
you just
go
got to
ahead.
ruin everything.
Go.
don't you? Just
I'm not
good
doing it.
morning. Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon.
Good
evening.
Welcome back
To
to
yet
another podcast
another
episode.
whiskey and insurance.
Whiskey and insurance. Sorry, I messed it up.
Yeah, you did. It's okay. Now you can
Say
go
it.
ahead. Now you go ahead on your spiel. You're excited.
I was excited because last week we had a really awesome guest that I brought on.
Absolutely.
From my network, Jason Satchel. He's very, what's the right word? He's got a lot of knowledge when it comes to investments, when it comes to education. I think it really applies to a lot of our listeners.
Absolutely.
And he was just overall super cool. I mean, he brought us a really awesome bottle to taste.
Yeah.
Also very knowledgeable on whiskey.
Yeah.
Golly.
We're definitely getting our
He
next
knew a
whiskey.
lot.
You know what? He should just go ahead and teach a whiskey class.
Yeah.
I mean,
Come on now.
He knew a lot.
so with given all that, I think if you want to see a good episode on talking about education investments, we dropped some knowledge on cryptocurrency.
We did.
It is a little bit longer of an episode,
It is.
but
Like
I
hour
just
15 or something.
I think it went really, really well. So I think there's a lot of good information there. It's different. It's not only about insurance industry. So we will bring on professionals where we don't just always talk about insurance, but I think it applies to everybody that we had. So that is a listener. So if you want to give that a listen, one really cool bottle is our all of our second favorite bottles based on value, taste, and everything else.
Well, that's I don't know because he lied to us.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Because
When
two
did I lie?
episodes
Two
ago,
episodes he said Angels
this-
Living.
Yeah, it was
Stop
nothing.
disrespecting me, man.
No, but you straight up. We caught you red-handed, man.
What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
We caught you red-handed.
We said, "Oh, really? You're not going to have another one that tops this?"
and
one?"
I
You
said
no.
8.5. That's pretty low for a
Whatever.
second highest.
Yeah, and you said, "No, I don't think so."
It's my second. I swear.
We caught you red-handed.
All right. Well,
But
guess what?
First and foremost, I also want to say Happy Halloween.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween!
Because this is going to be the last episode before November
Halloween.
1st.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Happy
No,
Halloween.
It's kind of weird. Is Halloween's on a Monday or Sunday? I got a
Monday, I
I
think.
think it's Monday.
No, Tuesday. Because November
sure?
1st is a Wednesday.
A Wednesday.
Yeah,
Yep,
'cause we
yeah. So
release
Halloween's
Wednesday.
on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
So we're releasing here. We'll release Wednesday or Thursday. Doesn't matter,
Yeah.
But we're filming this week, so we'll release it here before Halloween. So this has got to be our Halloween.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
happy Halloween. Go get some candy.
No,
don't be
don't
one
do
of
that
those people that that dresses up and goes and takes candy. Leave that to the kids.
Please.
For the
Leave it to
kids.
the kids.
Stay y'all big asses at home. Don't do no adult trick or treat.
I can't tell you how many people show up to my door that are adults.
Hey, if
They're
you're
asking
21,
for candy, man.
if you're 21, you show up at my door, I'll give you Fireball sugar.
They're not getting nothing from me. It's for the kids. It's for the
It
kids.
is for the kids, for sure.
Well, again, welcome back. This is going to be exciting. I got another.
Oh, yeah, you got a
great
bottle for
story.
us, huh?
Yeah, you know I got it.
I'm
You know I
excited.
got it. I got another great
You know what?
story.
You seem like an uncle.
Literally, when he texted me, he said Uncle Nearest. I was like, I literally said, "Is that the bottle name?" He goes, "Yeah."
And I know you're a dad.
Yeah, I am a dad.
But-
I am a dad.
You kind of just look like an uncle.
No, I
you
don't.
just you just
I'm
kind of
too
got
smooth
these.
for
You
it.
Yeah, you look like an
Uncle
uncle.
You know what I'm saying?
know what I'm saying? You kind of got these uncle vibes.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm cool with that. There's a lot of cool uncles around, man. So I
yeah.
can take that badge on the jacket. But I will say what we have here today. Oh man, it's gonna be a history lesson for us all. And for me, it'll be very, very. It's gonna be good to talk about. So let's get into it. We have the bottle, Uncle Nearest. Okay. Do any of you know who Uncle Nearest is? Have you ever heard of him?
But
Hold on, no. Have you heard of him? Why are you reading the bottle?
no, I'm just saying 1856.
Okay. So no, never heard of him.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him.
Yeah,
Never
yeah.
heard of him.
Okay. Never heard of him, Cameron, either? Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. All right. So Uncle Nearest. Let me see if you've heard of something else.
Okay.
Have you heard of Jack Daniels?
Yep.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Wow. So you heard of Jack Daniels, huh?
Yep.
You
Yeah.
never heard of Uncle Nearest. So let me bring it to your attention,
What you
okay?
trying to
Uncle
say?
Nearest, the uncle of Jack Daniels.
That's right, Uncle Near. What you trying to play, bro?
I'm getting there, and I'm not gonna go all the way. So our ice is melting a little bit. But this bottle, Uncle Nearest, is actually made by his great granddaughter, and her name is Victoria Butler.
That was two greats.
So yes, two greats. Victoria Butler, and she made this in honor of him.
Okay.
So Uncle Nearest, his real name is Nathan Green is his real name.
Green.
Yes, and Uncle Nearest was a slave. Yep, Uncle Nearest was a slave, and he also, I don't know if, like I said, I asked you guys earlier, do you know who Jack Daniels was?
Yep.
Right. So he was the mentor of Jack Daniels, and he taught Jack Daniels how to make whiskey.
Oh.
Yep.
So
So
why
what we
didn't-
taste in, hold on,
Man.
what we taste in Jack Daniels,
Well,
it's
we gotta
Uncle
taste it.
Nearest recipe. And so Uncle Nearest recipe is in Jack Daniels, and he is practically the founder of Jack Daniels. He was the master distiller for Jack Daniels, and he taught Jack Daniels how to make whiskey, literally from point A to point Z. He was behind the wall. He never got his credit. So his granddaughter wanted to show him appreciation by creating their own whiskey. And so he's a big part of history. When you hear Jack Daniels, you just think, you never know.
You just know.
Yeah, you just know the brand. But he actually was the person that actually made the Jack
Man,
Daniels whiskey.
That's kind of sad.
And so this came out. It is, and I think that's just what history,
Right,
it
right.
wasn't in the most prominent part of our history back in slavery times.
Right.
But I think it's important to make sure that we give those individuals their flowers today, because sometimes that doesn't happen. Yeah. And so for him, his daughter wanted to make sure that his legacy lived on. So they created their own whiskey in honorance of him.
Wow.
So think about that, man. Think about Jack Daniels. You know that as a household
Absolutely.
name. Jack and Coke. Everywhere you go, Jack and Coke.
Coke.
Jack and Coke. But little do you know,
Shout out to one of our good friends, Jake Cooper. He loves him. Everywhere he goes,
He
Jack and
also
Coke.
loves him some Fireball. Fireball Coupe.
Yes.
Fireball Coupe.
Fireball Coupe. Absolutely. But little do we know, behind that literally was an African American, as in Uncle Nearest.
I'll take the
and
glass. We'll keep it over here.
and he made Jack Daniels the brand that it is today.
See, that's so cool though, because like, when did she make the bottle? Do you know? Or
Or
when did she make the whiskey?
I'm not
Because
sure.
if she's great, I mean,
She's great, but they just, first of all, they had to do some research. Well, let's taste it first, and then I'll get
okay,
into a little bit more. Okay,
I gotta figure out how to open this.
let's pop it open. Make sure you do it right in the microphone.
Oh, it's 100 proof. Mm-hmm. Man, you getting us big bottles, bro.
Come on.
So last week we had, what was it, 116, right? Put this over there.
Yeah, it was 116.
And that was called the, what was it? Revolution? No. What was the last week's bottle?
Last week bottle
What was it called?
was
Presidential?
yeah,
No.
it wasn't presidential. I don't remember.
That's why we need to put them over here.
We'll start adding them.
Representative.
That's what.
I think it was the representative.
Maybe
Maybe so.
Pretty sure it was the representative.
Maybe
All right.
so.
Should we do a quick break for our sponsor?
Let's do it.
Before
break.
I
Let's
open
do
the
a
bottle?
quick break for our sponsor.
We want to shout out our sponsor, Apollo Insurance Group. They are one of the largest health insurance brokerages out of the Midwest. They specialize in health, life, dental, vision, a lot of the things you need in regards to insurance they have. So they typically save their clients a lot of money in regards to their premium. So if you don't have someone that's helping you or aiding you through this process or this chaotic world of health insurance, please reach out to them. They fight for you, they specialize in what they do, and they're great at their job.
Welcome back. Thank you for our sponsor, Apollo, for providing this area, giving us the bottles,
Yep.
everything, the mic,
Yep.
everything.
The mics.
Appreciate it. Now, we're going to open this damn thing.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Boom.
There you go. Uncle Nearest. It's open, baby.
Yeah, I like it.
Let's do it.
Give me yours. Give me yours.
Come on.
You need some more?
Yeah, let's tad more. Let's tad more.
Yeah.
Not too much. Not too much. Come on. There we go. There we go.
Dude, you say not, dude, you.
He's terrible at pouring. That's him. That's on him. That's his problem.
Oh, okay. I'm about to be a legend at this.
Get a little bit better, man. Get better.
That's crazy, though. Because, I always pour your guys' first.
I know.
And
Maybe
y'all
we'll
just-
switch it up and we'll
No.
give you that.
No.
Yeah.
I don't even want that. I don't even want that.
I don't want
All
you
I
to
want
feel
is your
like that.
respect.
Okay.
Uncle Nearest.
Uncle Near. So I'll talk about it a little bit more and then we can smell, we can taste, and we can get into it. How does that sound? All right. So Uncle Nearest, I think it was 2017, 28. I want to say actually 2020 when it came out, when the story broke, right?
Oh, okay.
That Jack Daniels, Uncle Nearest was a main component of Jack Daniels.
Wow.
Like I said, he was his master distiller and he taught Jack Daniels.
So it's
he was
new.
Jack Daniels' mentor, literally taught him everything he knew about whiskey. Obviously, he didn't get the credit back in those times.
Yeah.
And so his great granddaughter that crafted this bottle here wanted to respect his legacy.
cool.
And so that's what this bottle is about today. But they just found that out a couple years ago, and it's been all over the internet, news articles, TV interviews, everything. Literally look it up; it'll tell you black and white.
I mean,
what
you
it
just
is.
think about how big Jack Daniels truly is.
Think about it.
Think
about it.
Like,
And they also found publication when Jack Daniels used to do a publishing when it first came out, and you know how they do old news articles and things like that.
Yeah.
Guess whose name was in there back in the day? It was Uncle Nearest's name.
But now it's
like
not.
I said, as a master distiller.
Okay.
And so they found. I mean, it's so many findings that they have found to prove this to be true. But the proof is in the pudding, and also the CEO of Jack Daniel now, right, has already come out and said, yes, this is factual. We have found this. Uncle Nearest is one of the major components of why Jack Daniels is what it is today.
I was about to say, because I was looking up while you're doing that. On average, Jack Daniels sells 150 million bottles worldwide every year.
Yeah. Think about that. Think about that. And it's so cool just to have that a part of,
Absolutely.
the African American culture, and just to be aware of that in regards to whiskey and the brand. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, we know what's next. Let's
need to
taste
smell it.
Let's smell it.
We gotta
Not
smell
taste
it.
yet. Let's smell it.
I don't know what Luke be doing over there, but it looks like he's doing something business. We're doing a podcast. We ain't working right now.
I got this computer in front of me, man. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you put it up.
Yeah.
I gotta have our notes. What we're gonna talk
It's
about.
kind of crazy,
so
right?
shut everything down, bro. It's just me and Mark Juan talking at this
I don't
point.
even think he heard the story. I don't
Do
even
you
think he
know-
picked
do you
up
know
on
who it is?
what it was.
Oh, weird. He does.
I think he tuned out.
He does it.
That's bad.
That's bad.
That's really bad,
actually
actually.
bad. And you know what?
That's
you know
really
what's
bad.
actually even more worse?
Yeah.
Is the last time that he took a sip before we cheers.
Yeah.
So this is strike 2.
And this time,
That was like episode 3.
No. This
That
is
was
strike.
episode
Hey,
3.
this is strike 2, Marquand.
yeah, this is
So,
no
strike
this is
3,
strike.
I just
this
gave-
is
I- you know,
he should
strike
be out of
3,
here. He
you're
should be
off.
replaced.
I'm off.
Strike 3, you're off.
Rod's
Rod
gonna
is
replace
actually
me
going to
behind
come
the
in.
camera.
Yeah.
He's not even listening to the story or American history or nothing like that. He's just zoning out and on his own time, I guess.
All right. Well, let's see if you can.
Well, let's smell
figure
it.
out what
then.
the smell is.
Let's smell it.
You got all the tastes? Or
Nope.
do I need to look?
No,
gotta look these
No,
up.
let
I
him
can
look
do
it
it.
up.
I can
No,
do it.
no,
I
you
can
ain't
do it.
doing
I
it.
can do it.
Can we taste it?
No.
I smell vanilla, but
I smell berries.
yeah, I get berries too. I get like a little
A strong hint of berries.
like I think blackberries.
This man's trying to drink it with his nose.
It's just vanilla and blackberries. That's what I get and smell.
Vanilla and blackberries.
What you got?
I don't know. I'm finding it.
Bruh. Just type in on Google. Uncle Nearest notes.
I
Go to-
did that.
See, now Luke doing it. This is just bad.
Guys, sometimes the nodes are hard to find, okay?
I got it.
See, the fact that he already found it.
Did he find it?
So he said.
Yep.
Okay.
Got it.
Great.
All right. Quit looking.
All right. I won't look anymore.
I'm doing berries. I mean, that's straight up.
Let me smell it.
Straight up, straight up, straight up.
This is funny.
Why? Is it gonna be honey, butterscotch, all the ones that we just don't freaking name?
You did what? What'd you say you did?
Berries.
This is just.
I think vanilla is gonna be in there.
I think it's just really funny.
That's a must.
How is it
Vanilla.
funny?
I'll get to that in a second.
Vanilla's in there.
I'm not giving away the answer right now.
He's just dying.
Yeah.
It's got to be honey, bro. He's laughing too hard. Or what's the other one we've been naming?
Chocolate. I mean, we've named chocolate a couple times.
Well, yeah.
But I'm saying you said honey.
Yeah.
I'm saying I guess honey and vanilla maybe it won't go, but I'm gonna go with vanilla, and I'm also gonna go with it's some kind of fruit in there. Got to be some kind of fruit in there.
I smell like strawberries for real, but I don't know about that. I think it's like a cherry.
Okay.
But I don't know what kind of cherry it would be.
All right. Well, let's
right,
taste it. We got to taste it, and then we get
Okay.
Ready?
Are you gonna cheers us, or are you gonna be on your computer?
I'm looking up the taste of this stuff.
Dude,
I promise. I promise you, I'm looking up the stuff. You know what it says? It says it has a beautiful color with a beautiful deep golden hue.
Shut up and
I'm looking up what the heck golden hue means, okay?
Shut up and lead it.
Hopefully he taps back into the podcast
Golly.
too. Hopefully he taps.
Let's go. Whiskey for the soul.
No. That's strike 3, bro. That is strike 3. That's crazy, bro.
Okay.
Yo,
Are we gonna do the cheers or not? Are we gonna do it or not?
you're the one messing up.
Yeah,
All right,
I am.
let's
Because you
see
throwing me off. I'm over here trying to figure out the taste of the
Let's see
dang whiskey, and you're giving me crap.
Whiskey for the souls.
Insurance for the wallets.
Cheers. Wow.
That's good.
Dude, that's
That was a.
That's what I was doing. I was trying to get the taste.
Dude, the aftertaste is just I don't know what it is.
Yeah. I don't know.
Do you taste it?
Yes.
All right, tell us. Because I'm not gonna.
What's in the bottom? Yeah, come on. That's minus a strike from that one.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
What's in the bottom?
Why I thought it was so funny is because you guys guess this every time, and it's never in the bottle, but it's in the bottle. Caramel.
Wow.
It's in the bottle, baby. Caramel is in the bottle.
Dude, I literally said that last week. I was like, I'm gonna get it right at some point. I just didn't guess it.
Oh, that was really funny. I gotta give it. That's why I was like, "This is so funny," because I was reading it, and that's all I was thinking, and you weren't guessing it.
It's some orange in there. Something orange.
So, on the nose, when you smell it, you'll get baled hay and pumpkin seeds with subtle notes of ripe stone fruit.
Stone fruit.
That was like our second episode. Stone fruit.
Stone fruits. And caramel corn.
Caramel corn.
This
Caramel
piss me off.
corn.
This one pissed me off.
Bold and spicy up front. Then mellows with sweet caramel.
Look at this dude.
And maple, like biting into an oatmeal raisin cookie.
Oh,
Another cookie.
Another
cookie.
The finish is long and rich.
Oh, is this
It
the whole story?
lingers. Yeah, it's almost over. It lingers pleasantly, sweet on the palate, with notes of vanilla after the spice.
I said that.
Yep.
After the spice dissipates.
Ooh.
I feel like I was just getting read by Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
I had to read it.
That description was wild.
Yeah, like green
I like
eggs and
that.
ham.
I like
you know
that.
what I mean?
Hey, I thought I was doing a.
No, that
you
was
wanted
great.
me. You wanted me back in this. That's what I was. It's over here. What I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm
please.
over here trying to find the.
Please.
the
Yeah.
taste,
Please
the
lock
notes.
in.
Please.
You want me to lock in or not?
Lock in.
Yes, please.
So
Please.
that's what it tastes like.
All
No,
right.
it does taste good.
Yeah,
It does.
It's a good. It's
Hit
a
it
good
one more
bottle.
time.
I don't know about
Let's see.
I don't know about the oatmeal raisin
I don't
cookie.
get
I don't taste that. I don't taste that at all.
I definitely smell the vanilla. I taste it after
Yeah.
the spice. But
I don't know, man. I'm gonna go first on the
Go
rating.
ahead.
go for it.
Go ahead.
It's all you.
I'm gonna be honest. To me, it's a little bland.
It's a little bit too much like Jack Daniels.
Yeah, but I think that's what they were going for.
Yeah.
You know, and like, I personally, I hate Jack Daniels.
You don't.
I'm
like
a
Jack
huge
Daniels.
Crown guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Crown and Coke all the way.
Mm.
So I don't know. I think this is why it's just you know. But
I get the
taking account-
sweet taste of vanilla after the spice.
What is he on?
Who is you looking at? What is
Dissipates.
this man?
I'm not
on?
even looking at it.
He just
I think it's so funny to me the way that they wrote that. That's really funny.
But
Um,
I didn't even give it a rating. Okay.
yeah.
Go ahead. I'm
Let me. What's the price of it?
price-
No, I bought it.
The price
Yeah,
of it
60.
is 60.
Yeah, 60,
60
like
bucks.
61 or 62.
Yeah, $60. But this is the most. Is this? They had different ones. They had ones at $44.
Yeah, yeah.
Then
This
they
is
had another one at.
Yep, this is the premium one.
Yeah, this is the
They
top
had
shelf.
some at 55.
Yep.
So.
I wouldn't buy it.
Yep. Okay.
I wouldn't buy it again.
Yeah, I think there's other bottles that are better. I
But
mean,
you didn't-
Remus,
Like the $40 one we had last week.
$40
I would
Remus,
rather buy
the
that.
$40
You didn't rate it.
representative.
I know. I'm just expressing on why
Okay.
it's the flavors for me mostly, and the price point. I think it's a little high. It's too much like Jack Daniels for that price point.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a 6.4. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a 6.4.
That's pretty low on your scale.
Yeah, it's pretty low.
It's pretty low on your scale. Okay.
I think it tastes fine. I don't have any like issues with it per
Yeah.
se, but it's nothing that's like, I like this or whatnot. Like the representative, when you were getting all the
was good.
chocolates
Yeah, that
and
was
the
good.
lemon meringue, and you were getting all
Yeah.
these flavors like that.
I
was
can't
nice.
tell if he's liking it or not.
I'm gonna get there.
For me, I'm gonna go ahead and rate this as a 6.8 because I do like vanilla in my whiskey. I've said that
For sure,
before,
for sure.
and I'll say it again. I get the flavor, I get the taste of vanilla, and I think it makes it taste better. So I'm gonna go 6.8.
Okay. I think that I think those are fair. I think that when we rate, right,
Yeah,
we got three things that we're rating on.
Absolutely.
Right? We got the taste, we got the smell, we got the story. Right?
And the
value.
price.
and
And the value.
So
So four things. Okay. So I'm gonna go off of those four things. Okay. Smells decent.
Yeah.
Right. It's not like it's throwing me out the window with the smell or anything like that. The taste, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's not like if I were to get this or Remus, I'm getting Remus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. So I think those are at the same price point too.
Exactly.
yeah.
But the story for me, it's significant for me.
Absolutely.
Because again, like I said, when I asked you guys earlier in the podcast, do you guys know who Uncle Nearest is? Right. Your response will be one of many. Right. The story is just, we just found this out literally like three years ago.
Yep.
That he literally, was responsible for Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
In that regard, and so this was a way of his great great granddaughter showing her appreciation
For sure.
to his
Yeah.
legacy and what he represented. Because that wasn't known back then. So the story for me hits different to being an African American and being able to, especially in those times, right,
For sure.
do what he did, and then not get recognized for it, but his family came back and wanted to show that appreciation and recognition. And it finally comes out that no, this is actually the guy that mentored Jack Daniels. The story is incredible, and I think that the more that we do that, go back and fact find, the better we all will be as a people, as a country, and we learn and understand people's different. Like we were talking about, I think it was the last episode, understanding individuals, right? Being able to be open to different concepts and different things that mean something to other people.
For sure.
The more we do that as a people, the better that we'll be. So for me, the story took it. It was not so much the taste for me. It was the story for me. So for me, I'll give it just off the story alone. It's a 7.58 scale for me. Absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely.
And be willing
do
to
it-
change
Yep,
once
yep.
you hear someone else's story.
Do we know what his great-great-granddaughter's name is?
Mm-hmm. I gave it to you at the beginning.
Victoria.
Did you? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yep, Victoria.
Is she still alive today?
Yep, she's still alive. Yep,
Nice.
yep, she's still alive.
So I'm reading
And
here.
you guys are
And
giving me crap that I wasn't listening.
Shut your trap, boy.
I was surprised you got that one. I was surprised.
I'm reading here. Over 160 years ago,
Yeah.
it was awarded Best American Whiskey and World's Best.
Oh.
Wow.
So that's
Yeah.
interesting. So
Yeah.
take that with a grain of salt whenever you're going to try this out.
60 years ago.
Yeah. And every time you sip that Jack Daniels, now you have a new story to tell.
Absolutely.
You have a conversation
Absolutely.
of peace.
And also,
right?
please remember, we are not experts.
No.
This is literally all just us trying to have fun.
Absolutely.
So, but
Perfect.
I also do want to shout out once again. I'm going to keep doing this until we hit 1K subs.
Okay.
The whiskey giveaway.
Yep.
We have a TikTok about it. 2 bottles,
2 lucky winners.
Yeah.
2 lucky winners.
Subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. And
Follow
either
us.
Follow us on TikTok or follow us on IG, Instagram.
Once we hit 1K subs, we'll give away 2 bottles. $80
Both of those
value.
will be in the link at the bottom.
Have we decided
video.
if they get to choose?
Huh?
Are they going to get to choose the bottle, or what do we
Ooh,
just
that's
do?
a good idea. Any of the bottles we've tried,
Yeah.
if you're our lucky winner, we will give you the option to for a certain value, $80 value. So we can't do Horse Soldier, we can't do any of the ones that are 100 plus.
Right.
But anything 80 and under, we will get you one of the bottles that we've had. That's the representative.
For sure.
That is Rubenesque. That's Remus. That you name it, we will get you that bottle to try yourself, and you can let us know your thoughts on the taste.
Be good.
So that's what we'll do.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Okay.
Should we get into
Should
it?
we get into it? I think we should. So this time, we're at the end of October.
Yes.
We're 2 weeks into open enrollment for Medicare. It's been a little crazy, been a little hectic, a lot of calls flying in. And pricing has just dropped the other day for U65. So pricing just got released, and we are frantically working a lot.
As you can tell, we probably all look really tired.
Yes. We are tired. We're exhausted.
What
and
comes
it's,
with it?
And it's at the
Yes.
beginning of open enrollment.
Yes.
We still have another couple. We got 45 days. Left.
Yes.
Honestly, as weird as it sounds, as the longer the open enrollment goes, I feel like I get more energized because I get super used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we work long hours. I always tell everybody open enrollment is like tax season for accountants, but for us as insurance agents. That's how I relate it.
Yep.
So open enrollment, let me just go ahead and ask what that is. Open enrollment for Medicare is October 15th through December 7th. Open enrollment for U65 is November 1st to January 15th, but pricing gets released a couple days before.
Correct.
On both enrollments. So you can kind of see a little pricing and figure out where things are going to line up. What is it? What is open?
You want to go first since you're in AEP?
I'll let you answer for Medicare.
Yeah.
And I'll let you answer for U65.
Shoot away, Mark.
Absolutely. I think again, it's the busy season. Like for a tax accountant, it's literally where everybody's eligible to change their insurance plan or get on a new insurance plan or look at other benefits and compare and contrast and all of that. So just think about Black Friday, right? You know how Black Friday is. Look at Walmart on a Black Friday. It's just chaotic, right? All those deals are going on, all those specials are going on. So everybody wants to be in on it, right? And same thing when it comes to your healthcare. These are nothing short of specials and deals and things like that for people's health insurance. And so for us on the Medicare side, it's called annual enrollment period. We have 2 different periods. One is annual enrollment period, and that's from October 15th through December 7th. So that's the first period that we have. And to where that period, again, everybody can change their plan, look at new plans. The 2024 options for next year will be out, and we can, us as agents, look at everything for them and make sure that they're in the right plan for that following year. And so it's very chaotic. It's very hectic. There's a lot of ads and commercials on TV, that's gearing these people to insurance agents like us so that we can help in that regard. So it's super busy. And the most important thing about it is just making sure that these people are actually getting the benefit that they want.
Absolutely.
Right. Because there's a lot of people out there that just put them on a plan and really don't care about their needs or they really don't do a needs analysis or anything like that. So the most crucial thing is catering to the client, making sure that what we put them on, they love, it'll last, and being there for them. Mm-hmm. And on that second note, being there for them, it's another enrollment period that's called open enrollment period. OEP, right? So Medicare has two, AEP, and then they have a OEP, right? And so that stint is from January 1st to March 31st, is that time frame for OEP. Yeah. And so that person or that client, they get one more opportunity, right, to change their plan if they didn't like what they purchased from the October 15th.
They have to be enrolled. Right.
Yes, correct.
You have to be enrolled.
Got to be enrolled.
You can't have missed the first period and then just sign up for a new plan.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Good enough.
And then I think what you were going to hit on is they can make one change.
Yep, one change. That's it. They
so
got
is
one
that
more.
To like Medicare Advantage or okay,
Medicare
Medicare
Advantage.
Okay, absolutely.
Which is where most people are moving their plans to.
Yep.
It's become widely popular. That's where you get your silver sneakers, which is for those that are not Medicare or know what silver sneakers are. That just means some free gym memberships.
I thought you were going to talk about like some Adidas.
No, not that.
No, but they call it silver sneakers. It's essentially you get some free gym memberships. There's some other free stuff that comes with the plans. They load them up. It's kind of cool.
Yeah,
cool.
But over here, what is
Yeah.
under 65 open enrollment, which it's called open enrollment.
Right. So we're a little different. I mean, technically, I guess you could say we have two.
Yep.
You have open enrollment and then SEP,
SEP, special enrollment period.
But SEP is just every other month besides November and December
and
January. So open enrollment for all marketplace plans, Obamacare, whatever you want to call it, Affordable Care Act, every other thing. So those plans run from 1/1 to December 31st. Okay. Those plans are going to terminate on that date, no matter what. Doesn't matter if they told you they're going to renew, it's going to terminate. Okay. Now, the biggest misconception, a lot of carriers do send out, as you were saying, ads, everything like this. Hey, don't worry about re-enrolling. Your plan's going to get automatically re-enrolled for next year. Don't listen to that crap. Okay. They're going to enroll you into a $0 plan with a $9,100 deductible and a $9,100 max out of pocket. It's not going to suit you. Okay. Can't advise you the most to literally contact your broker. That's what we're here for. But
contact a broker and make sure that your plan, if you want to renew the same plan, that
Absolutely.
it does get renewed properly.
Absolutely.
That there's no issues with your plan, that it does get set up for auto pay so you don't miss out and lose your plan. Because if you lose your plan, good luck trying to get it on if you're past OE.
Absolutely.
So, and you don't have an SEP, a special
Absolutely.
enrollment period. OEP, SEP, AEP, we're just throwing all the
we
alphabet
are.
soup at you.
We are. But open enrollment, it's where we turn into dogs. I mean, there was times last year, I actually I had a Snapchat on my phone that just popped up, or like the other day. I was here till 1:30. Just doing enrollments.
Yep.
I mean, it's one of those things you don't want to do it, but then again, when you're around everybody doing it, it makes it fun. When everyone's doing what you want to do or not what you want to do, it's all fun.
Yeah.
And so one thing, you have to be enrolled prior to January 15th. If you are not, you will not get covered. Okay. Unless you have a special enrollment period. Obviously, us as brokers, we have plans outside the marketplace that you can't get enrolled in. So don't freak out about that.
You're not out of luck if you slept under a rock. There's still options.
Don't freak out about that. But the biggest thing, the reason why I always say contact your broker, the marketplace is always changing. Every single year, the prices are going to change. If your income changes $2,000 or $20,000, your price will change. It does not matter. That's why I always say contact somebody that's going to help you. We all have your best interest. Some people don't. So make sure you have a broker that you like and trust.
And on the flip side, I want to look at it from an agent perspective.
Yeah.
This is the time where we book literally about 60%.
Yes, 40 to 60.
40 to 60% of our business, our commission during this time. So it's very busy for us from
That's why we enjoy
broker
working.
and agent perspective.
It's busy, it's exciting, but it's also extremely stressful for us brokers.
Very.
So if we don't have a ton of time to spend with you on the phone, just understand it's because we're moving 1,000,000 miles an hour. And unfortunately, the government has forced us to write 30 million policies just for under 65 and essentially 57 work days.
Yeah.
The government's forced us, I don't know how many Medicare Advantage plans there are, but there's going to be another 20, 25 million people probably on Medicare that are forced to make sure that they re-enroll or pick a new plan that better suits them in a 45-day period.
Yep.
And it's insane, but it's the reality. And it makes it extremely hard, honestly, because consumers have questions, but I will say brokers are there to help answer a lot of those questions because the reality is they don't really get it online because online you can't really give exact benefits unless you're going to healthcare, healthcare.gov or wherever you're wanting to go to find for Medicare plans. But those are the things that I would say is beneficial is make sure you speak to a broker. But if they don't spend more than 45 minutes with you or 30 minutes with you, the reality is it's just
it's not us trying to be rude. I mean, it's just us trying to help as many people as we can. And the good brokers, they'll call you back after. Yeah. You know, after the period's over, they'll call you back, make sure you got your cards, make sure you're all set up right. They'll be engaged with you, so don't worry about that. And it's not like that we're not going to answer our phone. It's just literally if you call us, we don't answer, it's because we are on the phone. All the time.
So the good brokers are working till 8 or 9 o'clock at night. Yeah. And you're getting text messages at 8 or 9 o'clock at night.
I mean, we're getting 600, 700 calls a day.
Correct.
Between 60 agents. I mean, it's a madhouse.
It is.
There's people fighting in the office. No, I'm kidding. But it gets heated. It does get heated.
We have a good environment though. I mean, there's a lot of sales organizations are pretty cutthroat, and you know, unfortunately, there's backstabbing and stuff that goes on. But our organization, we've been extremely blessed where you know you do spend extra time with your coworkers. So there are times where things get somewhat heated or whatever. That's normal.
Job. Yeah.
But for the most part, we always are looking out for one another, and we're helping pick each other up, especially because you can't stay on for 16 hours a day and be full of energy and positivity every single day. So it's always like incumbent upon me. Like if I was having a down day, you're there to pick me up and help push me forward through the day.
Tell you what, one people that love us are those DoorDash drivers.
Yeah, we do. We get a lot of DoorDash.
They get their workout cut for us.
They're getting that money.
Yeah, they are.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
Let's move on to the next question. How can individuals prepare for and make the most of the open enrollment period?
You want me to go first?
Yeah, we'll switch it up. We'll go U65.
I think it's all going to go back to obviously if you have a good broker, you're already going to had contact prior to the 25th. Okay. People are going to be sending out emails.
25th of what?
October. Sorry. That's when pricing
comes out. Some of our listeners don't always have all the dates down.
So 25th of October, which is today, or when this is going to be released. So that is going to be the day. Well, it differs every year sometimes. It might be a couple of days later, a couple of days before. But that is when the new pricing for 2024 is going to come out. Okay. Your broker, if you have a good one, should be in contact early October to let you know, hey, if you've had any change in income, household size, you've had a dependent, or you had a child, or you moved addresses, or you just want to look at a different plan, or
maybe your child aged to 26,
correct,
aged off,
anything like that has changed anything with your application, let us know. That's what's going to help you be like that much. That step is going to make you that much forward. I can't even talk right now. But yes, it's going to help you excel and make that process easier for us and for yourself.
If you're ahead of it and you don't procrastinate, unfortunately, so you have two types of people, because this is really how it works. It always is. You have the people that want to get it done and early. They're on it, on top of it. They're overachievers, and it's great. That actually helps us brokers out a ton. But then we also have everybody that decides to wait. And the longer you wait during open enrollment, the longer you wait till December 15th for 1/1 effective dates, the more chaotic and the less time you're going to have to be able to spend with a broker, and the more time you're going to have to wait in between getting answers or wait on hold to speak with your broker, whatever it is. That's the reality of open enrollment. The longer you wait,
actually, and I promise it's not that we don't remember you. It's just that we have so much going on, we will forget. We will forget.
Absolutely.
It's one of those things, like that's why we have Calendly, which I think Rods does a fantastic job of utilizing that.
Once again, if this is your first episode tuning in, Rods is our camera guy.
Shout out Rod.
Baby.
But he was actually the one that showed me about it. And it's amazing. You just you actually just attach it to your email. They click on the link, and they sign up for a day and time. and you get an email directly when they sign up, and you get an alert 10 minutes before. You call them. It's just so much easier. It makes everything so much painless.
It's nice.
But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things like if you're not on top of, as an agent, I'm going to revert back. As an agent, if you're not on top of your shit, you're going to get left behind.
Absolutely.
You have to be organized. This is one of these times where organization is key.
Yeah.
You have to. Every time, I'm the guy that likes to write down my stuff because I'm still a computer geek, but like if I make a sale, I write it down. I have to. I want to see that. You know what I'm saying? I want to see me turn the page. Like, oh, sick. That's another page. You know? So I write down every time I sell someone. And then that way I have a written statement saying I know what they are on, what I sold them, if the policy's active, if the policy's in, if I submitted it, if I sent my email, stuff like that. Like you have to be organized or you will get left behind.
Yeah. Now for Medicare, how can Medicare beneficiaries prepare for AEP and OEP?
I think it's a good. I mean, it's a good question. I think it at the end of the day, we're still talking about people, right? Sure. So whether it's this age or that age, right? We're still talking about people, applying for health insurance and making sure that they have it squared away. But I think the most important thing for that demographic of people is, again, what you alluded to earlier, getting ahead of the ball game early, right? And I think that. It could be easy to say, well, yes, you should be on it, on top of it, but most Americans are not, especially when it comes to things that are super important, like health insurance. Actually, it stresses them out.
Yeah. And I mean, we get it too. Like people are busy. Other people are busy too, but it does stress them.
And it's the holidays.
It's the holidays.
So everybody's busy. They're going from family function to, I mean, you got Thanksgiving mixed in there and you've got Christmas mixed in there. And the New Year.
And the New Year now.
So, I mean, all three of those holidays are, it's all jam-packed and whatnot. So people are, they're shopping for the holidays. They're shopping for nephews and nieces and their kids and
they don't want to spend no more money.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a challenge. And to top it all off, you're talking about insurance.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's already confusing.
They don't want to talk about that stuff. Man.
Everybody knows they have to have it and they need it, but it's confusing. It's a very confusing subject to talk about.
Absolutely.
And understand.
Absolutely. So for me, I think for that, again, going back to that demographic, I think the most important thing that they can do is get somebody that they trust.
For sure.
Somebody that they know is going to be on top of it. Somebody that they know is going to call them. Just like right now, our agents and myself included, we started calling people, a week or 2 weeks ago just to make sure that, hey, it's coming up. I need to get you on my calendar to set an appointment and make sure that you're squared away for the new year, okay?
So you're not left behind.
And so, exactly, because we want to make sure that we're on top of it for them, because guess what? When I'm calling most of these people, they're like, oh, I didn't even know it, even though they've done it.
I know we talked, but I totally forgot I needed to get back to you.
Exactly. So. Even though we've done this, they've done it for years, right? They still, it slips their mind.
Well, because it's not like a hot topic.
Yeah. And again, like I said, it's a lot for people in most households. They don't want to deal with it. So anything you don't want to deal with, think about it. You push it off. Absolutely. Right. And so it's our job as a great broker. There's a difference between a broker and a good broker. Yeah. Right. And the key difference is communication and making sure that knowledge as well. And making sure that we're giving our clients everything that they need in that regard. So the biggest thing, again, I would say is just making sure that we are doing our job on the broker standpoint side of things, following up with them, making sure they're squared away, asking them their needs and wants for the new year, and getting ahead of that curve before it gets too dangerous.
I would even add for Medicare, for you to be prepared, have all your prescriptions you take. Yeah. Have the dosages and the names. Have any doctors or hospitals you want to make sure are in network. And if you provide those things to your broker is going to be able to find the plan that best suits or tailored to your needs. For under 65, same thing. You have prescriptions, you have doctors, you have hospitals you want to make sure that are in network. Make sure you provide that to your broker, because your brokers, they have the job to make sure that the plan that you're selecting for the next 12 months is going to fit and be tailored to your needs. If it does not get done, that means the next 12 months you're going to be stuck in a plan where you can't make a change, and you got to roll with it, baby. That means you got to change a doctor. You got to change a doctor. So I always tell people, make sure that you have those things, and if your broker's not asking you those questions, probably time to get a new broker.
Maybe find a new one.
And nothing against brokers that don't ask that. I know we're all moving fast, but at the same time, we still got to do what's right by the client.
Yeah, we got our core
Even if it's
questions.
even if it's a 20, 25 minute conversation, you can figure out in 20 minutes what plan is going to be best suited for that consumer.
Correct.
Absolutely.
20, 25 minutes tops.
Yep.
And you can have a plan enrolled and done.
Absolutely.
And so that's what we try and do. We try and make it quick. We try and make it easy. If you want to spend more time, we'll spend more time with you. But we try and make that enrollment done and completed for yourself by the time you get off that phone call. So you know you can put your feet up, sit back, have a glass of whiskey, and know that your insurance is taken care of for the new year and that you're in the right plan because you covered all the necessary things.
Absolutely.
That's what I would add.
I like that.
I like that.
I like that a lot. Yep.
Yeah.
That was pretty good from Boss Man.
So, I'm trying to think on from insurance coverage and benefits. Once again, I would also ask, if you're a consumer of health insurance like I am, we're all consumers. Like we all purchase health insurance, just like you. The only thing is I'm licensed to sell it and you're not.
Yeah.
And I sell myself insurance plans just like I would sell you a plan.
Yep.
So you need to be prepared for how do health insurance plans work? What's a deductible? What's a max out of pocket? Copays. We've talked about that on a previous episode. Tune into that if you want to learn a little bit more about insurance basics and 101. The second thing that I would make sure that you understand and maximize is how much coverage you have on specific instances, because there's policies out there that have coverage limits, throughout the year. So those are good things. So is there any exclusions? There are some policies out there that have exclusions.
Absolutely.
So, for some consumers, maybe the $1,500 a month plan for their family doesn't work. Maybe they need to have a plan that's $600. Well, to have a plan that's $600, there's typically going to be plans that are going to fall in that category, but it's going to exclude what's called pre-existing conditions for your first 24 months on the plan. But it's going to fit that budget and time frame.
Absolutely.
So you just have to continue to weigh and understand how your insurance is going to work for you.
Yep.
That's what brokers are for, too.
And that is 100% what brokers are there for. So anything else you guys would add for open enrollment?
I mean, honestly, I can't harp on it enough. Like, make sure you find the right person.
Yeah.
Because that's going to make sure that you're in the right plan. They're going to take care of you all year.
Find the right person. And we hit on this on last week's episode on getting to things early.
Yes. Very
and investing in your life early.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Insurance is the same thing.
Yep. It's the same thing.
If you wait till December 15th, it's going to be mass chaos to get your plan.
And I'm just letting you know, if you wait till December 15th, I might be sold out of that and better silver plan. No, I'm just kidding.
But I always say, get to it early. I know that it's easy to procrastinate. Insurance is not fun. Nobody wants to make the decisions.
We'll be the first to tell you that, I promise.
Trust me, we understand that. If you're like 99% of the people out there, including myself, you look at insurance benefits, your eyes roll back to the back of your head. It looks like a foreign language, and it just is like, you know what? I'll get to this later, but later never comes.
Absolutely.
So if you can get to it early, stay on top of it, get the decisions made, you will have so much peace of mind in November that you don't have to worry about this come Christmas time.
Yeah, I mean, because then at that point, then you can just focus on having fun with family.
Exactly.
Enjoying the vacations that you get from work.
Yeah, you don't have to worry, man, what's my family going to enroll in? I got to get this enrollment in.
Literally.
Within 10 days or 5 days or 2 days or whatever. I gotta make my election, and then you gotta make sure your payments made by the end of December in order for your ID cards to get there before January 1st. If you wait to make your premium payment in January, your ID cards won't come in the mail until that payment's made, which means that you could get your ID cards at the end of January rather than before January 1st. So then are you really even using your coverage in January? And I'm talking really fast, but I'm doing that by design because those are the things that brokers are there to help you.
It goes through your head. It goes through your head like that. And I think it's important. And just one more thing, I think it's important too, just to flip the script again. We did it earlier, but on the agent and broker standpoint, again, if you're trying to emerge in this industry of health insurance or insurance, period, right? This is the time where you put your feet on the ground and you get busy. This is the time when you work and you exhaust yourself because it will show up in the latter months. You do the work now in this time period, guess what? It's going to show up when those checks start to come in.
March and April
40 to 60% of your business will be booked during this time.
Yep.
So it's crucial. And it's a lot of money to be made. Leave nothing on the table.
Yep.
So it's a good time for us.
Put in that.
I was gonna say, as Scott Eckley would say, them cash trucks, boy.
Yeah, load them up. Load them up.
Them case trucks.
Load them up. Load them up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But we put in a lot of effort for it, so I think
Yeah.
it's well deserved, honestly.
Absolutely.
I mean, when you're working 16, 17, 18-hour days,
Yep.
well, it was probably 16-hour days, not 18, but 12 to 16 hours.
Either way,
Still,
long.
they're long
Long
days. And that I think it's well deserving because of what we have to go through as brokers through that short time frame and make sure that everything is done. No mistakes are made. Talk about that. I mean, there's a lot of mistakes that can be made, right? Because you're moving fast and you're doing application after application. You need to make sure that you dot your I's and cross your T's.
Man.
Absolutely.
But hopefully that gives you, as we close out,
Yeah.
Yep.
hopefully that gives you some information. It's not meant to scare you about how, man, open enrollment's chaotic. Just get on it earlier. That's the biggest thing. Stay on it early. I mean, if you wait and procrastinate, guess what? We still have the phone line open. Phone line will be open all through January 15th. We'll make sure and
9
get you
p.m.
we'll make sure and get you taken care of. So that's not an issue at all. Phone lines are open. Thank you again to our sponsor Apollo. If you need help or you want guidance when it comes to Medicare or open enrollment for under 65, we've got brokers here to be able to walk you through those plans. Plan options. So put a like, put a comment. If you're looking to get in the insurance industry and you have more questions about open enrollment and what that looks like, once again, I relate it every time when I explain this to someone who's outside the industry. It's the best relatable thing in my opinion. It's like tax season for accountants, but for us as insurance agents. So it's just chaotic and everybody's got to make sure that it gets done.
Yep.
So thanks again for tuning in to another episode.
Absolutely.
We're
Absolutely.
excited to bring you
guys.
knowledge like this in the future. If you want another topic, I know Jake put this in a couple weeks back.
Yep.
He wanted us to talk about 101 and for, emerging young professionals getting in the industry. If you want to have us discuss a topic about health insurance or insurance overall, we would love to talk to you. We've got some really cool guests already planned for the upcoming episodes.
Absolutely.
You got to hear a really awesome guest of mine and a friend of mine. I'm glad to be able to call him a friend. And Jason, he's a listener of our podcast, loves it. And he was last week. So if you have more, you want some more content like that, we're happy to bring it to you. And thanks again for tuning in. Subscribe and also follow us on TikTok or Instagram. We appreciate all the support.
Absolutely.
We know what to do. Let's do it.
Do it, Mark.
Whiskey for the soul, insurance for the wallet.
Cheers, guys.
Until next time.